dawn and the sun was shining. I was laying in bed, wondering if she'd change at all, if her hair was still red. Her folks, they said that our lives together sure was gonna be rough. They never didn't like Mama's homemade dress, Papa's bankbook wasn't big enough. And I was standing on the side of the road, rain falling on my shoes, heading out for the old East Coast. Lord knows I paid some dues getting through, tangled up in blue. She was married when we first met, soon to be divorced. I helped her out of a jam, I guess, but I used a little too much force. We drove that car as far as we could, abandoning it out west. Split up on a side that night and agreeing it was the best. She turned around to look at me as I was walking away. I heard her say over her shoulder, we'll meet again someday on the avenue, tangled up in blue. I had a job in the great North Woods, working as a cook for a spell. Never did like it all that much, and one day the axe just fell. So I drifted down to New Orleans, where I was lucky to be employed, working for a while on a fishing boat right outside of Delacroix. But all the while I was alone, the past was close behind. I've seen a lot of women, but she never escaped my mind, and I just grew tangled up in blue. She was working in a topless place, and I stopped in for a beer. I just kept looking at the side of her face in the spotlight so clear. And later on, when the crowd thinned out, I was just about to do the same. She was standing there in back of my chair, said to me, don't I know your name? I just muttered something under my breath, and she studied the lines on my face. I must admit I felt a bit uneasy when she sat down to name the laces of my shoe, tangled up in blue. She lit a burner on the stove and offered me a pipe. I thought you'd never say hello, you look like the silent type. Then she opened up a book of poems and handed it to me, written by an Italian poet from the 13th century. And every one of them words rang true and glowed like a burning coal, pouring off of every page like it was written in my soul, from me to you, tangled up in blue. I lived with them on Montague Street in a basement down the stairs. There was music in the cafes at night and revolution in the air. Then he started dealing in slaves and something inside of him died. She had to sell everything she owned and froze up inside. And when the bottom finally fell out, I became withdrawn. The only thing I knew how to do was to keep on keeping on like a bird I flew, tangled up in blue. So I'm going back again, I got to get to her somehow. All the people we used to know, they're an illusion to me now. Some are mathematicians, some are carpenters' wives. Don't know how it all got started, don't know what they're doing with their lives. But me, I'm still on the road, heading for another joint. We always did feel the same, we saw it from a different point of view.